Sometimes it's hard to be a woman, giving all your love to just one man. You'll have bad times and he'll have good times, doing things that you don't understand. But if you love him, you'll forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man. Stand by your man, give him 2 arms to cling to, and something warm to come to when nights are cold and lonely. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your man. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can. Stand by your
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
There ain't no chain strong enough to hold me, ain't no breeze big enough to slow me. I never have seen a river river that's too wide. There ain't no jail tight enough to lock me, ain't no man big enough to stop me. I'll be there if you ever want me by your side. So love me if you're ever gonna love me. I never have seen a road too rough to ride. There ain't no chain strong enough to hold me, ain't no breeze big enough to slow me. I'll be there if you ever want me by your side. There ain't no rope stout enough to bind me. Look for me, honey, you will find me any old time you're ready with your charm. I'll be here ready and awaiting. There won't be any hesitating. I'll be there if you ever want me in your arms. So love me if you're ever gonna love me. I never have seen a road too rough to ride. There ain't no chain strong enough to hold me, ain't no breeze big enough to slow me. I'll be there if you ever want me by your side. Get right up, come on in. If you'd like to take the grand tour of the lonely house that once was home, sweet home, I have nothing here to sell you, just some things that I will tell you, some things I know will chill you to the bone. Over there sits the chair where she'd bring the paper to me and sit down on my knee and whisper, oh, I love you. But now she's gone forever, and this old house will never be the same without the love that we once knew. Straight ahead, that's the bed where we lay in love together, and Lord knows we had a good thing going here. See her picture on the table, don't it look like she'd be able just to touch me and say, good morning, dear. There's her rings, all her things, and her clothes are in the closet like she left them when she tore my world apart. As you leave, you'll see the nursery. Oh, she left me without mercy, taking nothing but our baby step right up. Come on in.
I fall to pieces each time I see you again. I fall to pieces. How can I be just your friend? You want me to act like we've never met. You want me to forget, pretend we've never kissed. And I've tried, but I haven't yet. You walk by and I fall to pieces. I fall to pieces each time someone speaks your name. I fall to pieces. Time only adds to the flame. You tell me to find someone else to love, someone who loved me too, the way you used to do. But each time I go out with someone new, you walk by and I fall to pieces. You walk by and I fall to pieces.
Patsy Fletcher, a little hard.
I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see introduced her to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they beautiful Tennessee
stop to play. And she said, Mama, got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA. Well, the note said, Mrs. Johnson, you're wearing your dress is way too high. It's reported you've been drinking and running round with men and going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way. And it was signed by the Secretary, Harper Valley PTA. Well, it happened that the PTA was gonna meet that very afternoon. And they were sure surprised when Mrs. Johnson wore her miniskirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words she had to say. She said, I'd like to address this meeting of the Harper Valley PTA. Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there, and 7 times he's asked me for a date. And Mrs. Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away. And Mr. Baker, can you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town? And shouldn't Widow Jones be told to keep her window shades off or completely down? Well, Mr. Harper couldn't be here 'cause he stayed too long at Kelly's bar again. And if you'll smell Shirley Thompson's breath, you'll find she's had a little nip of gin. And then you have the nerve to tell me you think that as a mother I'm not fit. Well, this is just a little patent play grits. No, I wouldn't put you on because it really did. It happened just this way. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA. The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA.
Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away, but why should it go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. Over you. Well, I never felt more like running away, but why should I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues.
Tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubt for mine and melt your cold, cold heart? Another love before my time made your heart sad and blue. So now my heart is paying for things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said, they make the teardrops stop. Your cold, cold heart. You'll never know how much it hurts to see you sit and cry. You know you need and want my love, yet you're afraid to try. Why do you run and hide from life? To try it just ain't smart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me, but now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. The more I learn to care for you, the more we drift apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold Thank you very much. I'd like to do a song now about a man who got tired of his wife fighting with him all the time, so he wrote her a little song. It's called Long Gone Daddy. Well, all you wanna do is sit around and pout. Now I got enough and gal, I'm stepping out. Well, I'm leaving now. Leaving now. I'm leaving now. Leaving now. But I'm long gone, Daddy, I don't need you anyhow. I've been in the doghouse so doggone long. When I get a kiss, I think that something's wrong. Well, I'm leaving now. Leaving now. I'm leaving now. Leaving now. Lord, I'm long gone, Daddy, I don't need you anyhow. Long gone, Daddy. I'll go find a gal that wants to treat me right. You go get yourself a man that wants to fight, 'cause I'm leaving now. Leaving now. I'm leaving now. Leaving now. Lord, I'm long gone, Daddy, I don't need you anyhow. You set your jaws a wagging and you never stop. You never shut your mouth until I blow my top. Well, I'm leaving now. Leaving now. I'm leaving now. Leaving now. Lord, I'm long gone, Daddy, I don't need you anyhow. Long gone, Daddy.
Says Buck, you gotta do this one, man. You gotta do this one. What are they gonna do when they retire?
They're gonna put me in the movies. Well, now they're gonna make a big star out of me. And we'll make a scene about a man that's sad and lonely, and that's me. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movies are gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you'll come to see me in the movie. Then I know that you're gonna plainly see, yeah, the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. All right, Don. Well, we'll make a scene about a man that's sad and lonely. What's that? And a begging down upon his bended knees. Yeah, and I'll play the part, but I won't need rehearsing. All I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. I might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movies are gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come to see me in the movie. Then I know that you're gonna plainly see, yeah, the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time. All I gotta do is act naturally. 2, 3, 4, all I gotta do.
Music would play and Polina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Polina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring to drink, he was sharing with wicked Polina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked for the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, and that was to run. Out through the back door of roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run up on its back, and away I did ride, just as fast as I could, from the West Texas town of El Paso out to the Badlands of New Mexico. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side, cradled by two loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss and Felina, goodbye.
Everybody's going out and having fun. Just a fool but stay at home having none. Can't get over how she's setting me free. Oh, lonesome me. A bad mistake I'm making by just hanging around. I know that I should have some fun, paint the town. A lovesick fool is blind and just can't see. She's not like me, she's out and fancy free. She's flirting with the boys with all her charm. I still love her so, and brother, don't you know, I'd welcome her right back here in my arms. Well, there must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find me somebody new. Thought of everything there to see. I'll bet she's not like me. She's out and fancy free. She's flirting with a boy with all her charm. I still love her so, and brother, don't you know, I'd welcome her right back here in my arms. There must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find me somebody new. Thought of everything there to see. Oh, lonesome me. Oh, lonesome me. Oh, lonesome me.
He'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell you. Cheating heart will pine someday and crave the love you threw away. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around, call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you.
Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go. Me oh my oh. Me gotta go and pull my pirogue down the bayou. My Avon, the sweetest one. Me oh my oh. Son of a gun will have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya, crawfish pie, and the Billy gumbo. Because tonight I'm gonna see Mama Shares a meal. Pick on Paul's guitar, bell fruit jar, and be gay. Oh, son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. The tipper-doors, Fontanos, the joint is buzzing. The kinfolks come to see, bonded by the dozen. They all dress in style, go hog wild, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun down on the bayou. We like jambalaya, the crawfish pie, and the filet gumbo. And tonight I'm gonna find Mama Shares a meal. Big guitar and bell fruit jar and be gay oh. We'll have big fun on the bayou.
A white sport coat and a big carnation. I'm all dressed up for the dance. A white sport coat and a big carnation. I'm all alone in romance. Once you told me long ago, they do that all the time. To the prom with me you go. Now you change your mind, it seems. Someone else will hold my dreams. A white sport coat and a big carnation. And in blue, a white sport coat and a big carnation. I'm all dressed up for the dance. The white sport coat
a sin. Release me and let me love again. Our steel guitar player comes from Round Rock, Texas, Jim Lawsberg. Dear, and I'll always want her near. Her lips are warm while yours are cold. Release me, darling, let me go. Strings, ladies and gentlemen. So please release me, let me go. I don't love you anymore. Together is a sin. Release me and let me love again. Release me and let me love again. Thank you. How blue ain't the word for the way that I feel, and the storms brewing in this heart of mine. This ain't no crazy dream, I know that it's real. You're someone else's love now, you're not mine. Crazy arms that reach to hold somebody new, for my yearning heart keeps saying you're not mine. My troubled mind knows soon to another you'll be wed, and that's why I'm lonely all the time. Heartache number one was when you left me. I never knew that I could hurt this way. And heartache number two was when you came back again. You came back and never meant to stay. Now I've got heartaches by the numbers, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the numbers, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
Pappy, and he had him still. He brewed a white lightning till the sun went down. Then he'd fill him a jug and he'd pass it around. Mighty, mighty pleasing, Pappy's corn squeezing. Ooh, what lightning. Well, a team in the revenues too, searching for a place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept a cooking. Ooh, what lightning. Well, I asked my old pappy why he called his brew What lightning did the Mountain Dew. I took a little sip and right away I knew, as my eyes bugged out and my face turned blue. Lightning started flashing, thunder started clashing. Ooh, what lightning. Well, a team in the revenues too, searching for a place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept a cooking. What lightning. Came and he said, I'm tough. I think I want to taste that powerful stuff. He took one slug and he drank it on down, and I heard him a moaning as he hit the ground. Mighty, mighty pleasing, your Baptist corn squeezing. Ooh, what lightning. Well, a team in the revenues too, searching for a place where he made his brew. They were looking, trying to book him, but my pappy kept a cooking. What lightning.
As I sit here tonight, the jukebox playing that tune about the wild side of life. As I listen to the words you are saying, it brings memories when I was a trusting wife. It wasn't God who made honky-tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single. That has caused many a good girl to go.
I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Whoa, worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found. Short, but not too big around. And I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. And I know every engineer on every train, all of the children and all of their names, and every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let, 50-cent sign, no phone, no food, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bit room, and I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road, the king of the road, the king of the road.
left home when I was 3. Didn't leave very much to my ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him 'cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that my daddy ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. He must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I'd just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother'd had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. And I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Then I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the walls into the street, kicking and a gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, "Now, son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped to make you strong. He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your gut and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the that named you Sue." What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. I called him a paw and he called me son. I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him every now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a boy, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, anything but Sue. I still hate that name. What a dirty thing to do to a boy. Name him Sue. Sue. Sue.
If I see you tomorrow on some street in town, pardon me if I don't say hello. I belong to another. It wouldn't look so good to know someone I'm not supposed to know. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. Just walk on by, wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. It'll turn around here. In a dimly lit corner at a place outside of town, tonight we'll try to say goodbye again. but I know it's not over. We didn't rehearse. I'll call tomorrow night. I can't let you go, so why pretend? Just walk on by. Wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. Just walk on by. Wait on the corner. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. I love you, but we're strangers when we meet. Oh,
Just because I ask a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I rang her number by mistake today, she thinks I still care. Just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be, she thinks I still care. She thinks I still care. Oh, that little bitty titty bitty thing they call the love bug. Nobody's ever seen it, but it's got the whole world shook up. It all started with a little bitty kiss and a hug. It's a little bitty teeny bitty thing they call a love bug. Well, I was ruling the roost. I had all the chicks to myself. But then suddenly it happened, a funny little feeling I felt. Well, I tried down to run it. It finally caught up with me. But how could it run something that I can't see? Well, the race is on and here comes pride at the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. My tears are holding back. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running. True love scratched for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all. Well, I feel tears welling up cold and deep inside, like my heart sprung a big break. And the stamp of loneliness sharp and painful, I may never shine. You might say I was taking it harder when you wrote me over the call, but don't you wish that'll hide the sorrow when I'm in brick right down and bald. Whoa, that little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug. Nobody's ever seen it, but it's got the whole world shook up. It all started with a little bitty kiss and a hug. It's a little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug. Yeah, a little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug.
Jack, you're taller than I am, and turn it over to you, okay?
Thank you, sir.
There goes my only possession. There goes my everything. I hear footsteps slowly walking as they gently walk across a lonely
goes my only possession. There goes my everything. As my memory turns back the pages, I can see the happy years we had before. How the love that kept this old heart beating has been shattered by the closing of a door. There goes my reason for living. There goes the one of my dreams. There goes my only possession. There goes my everything. Thank you.
I told Mary about us, told her about our great sin. Mary cried and forgave me, and Mary took me back again. Said if I wanted my freedom, I could be free evermore. But I don't want to be, and I don't want to see Mary cry anymore. Devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be, and leave me alone. I want to go home. Mary's waiting and weeping down in our shack by the sea. Even after I've hurt her, Mary's still in love with me. Devil woman, it's over. Trapped no more by your charms. 'Cause I don't wanna stay, I wanna get away. Woman, let go of my arm. Devil woman, let go of me. Devil woman, let me be. Leave me alone, I wanna go home. Running along by the seashore, running as fast as I can. Even the seagulls are happy, glad I'm coming home again. Never again will I ever cause another tear to fall. Down the beach I see what belongs to me, the one I want most of all. Devil woman, don't follow me. That was good. Devil woman, let me be, and leave me alone. I wanna go home.
Mighty good, boy.
Sonny Jim.
Mighty good. Mighty good.
Why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye.
Biggest hits. Please help me, I'm falling.
Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I belong to another whose arms have grown cold, but I promise forever to have and to hold. I can never be free, dear, but when I'm with you, I know that I'm losing the will to be true. Please help me, I'm falling, and that would be sin. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk in, for I mustn't want you. But darling, I do. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you.
See the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hasn't been too long. It wasn't big. I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig. Then the first snow came and she ran out to brush the snow away so it wouldn't die. Came running in all excited, slipped and almost hurt herself, and I laughed till I cried. She was always young at heart, kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I loved her so. And I surprised her with a puppy, kept me up all Christmas Eve 2 years ago. And it would sure embarrass her when I came in from working late, 'cause I would know that she'd been sitting there and crying over some sad and silly late show. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you if only I could. She wrecked the car and she was sad and so afraid that I'd be mad. But what the heck? Though I pretended hard to be, guess you could say she saw through me. hugged my neck. I came home unexpectedly and caught her crying needlessly in the middle of the day. And it was in the early spring when flowers bloom and robins sing, she went away. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you if only I could. One day while I was not at home, while she was there and all alone, the angels came. Now all I have are memories of honey, and I wake up nights and call her name. Now my life's an empty stage where honey lived and honey played, and love grew up. And a small cloud passes overhead and cries down the flower bed that honey loved. And see the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hasn't been too long, it wasn't big. And I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig.
Dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea waves crashing while I watch the cannons flashing. I clean my gun, Galveston. I still see her standing by the water, standing there looking out to sea. And is she waiting there for me on the beach where we used to run? Galveston, oh Galveston, I am so afraid of dying. Before I dry the tears she's crying, before I watch your seabirds flying in the sun at Galveston, at Galveston. After all this time, you're still on my mind. I love you still. I've lost count of the hours
and I've lost track of the days. In fact, I've lost just about everything since you went away. Everything that is, except the memories you left me. And that's one thing that no one can buy. I don't know who you're with. I don't even know where you've gone. My only hope is that someday you might hear this song, and you'll know that I wrote it especially for you. And I love you wherever you are. Still, after all this time, still, you're still on my mind. I love you still. This flame in my heart is like an eternal fire. For every day it burns hotter, and every day it burns higher. And I haven't been able to put out one little flicker, not even with all of these tears. My friends think I'm crazy. Maybe I am. But I'll carry this torch just as long as I can. For someday, you might just decide to come home. And I want you to know I'm still here. Still, though you broke my heart, still, though we're far apart, I love you still.
Down every road, there's always one more city. Is my home. I raised a lot of cane back in my younger days, while Mama used to pray my crops would fail. Now I'm a hunted fugitive with just 2 ways: outrun the law or spend my life in jail. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm lonely, but I can't afford the luxury of having one I love to come along. She'd only slow me down, they'd catch up with me. For he who travels fastest goes alone. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm on the run, the highway is my home.
Oh, I'm 500 miles away from home, away from
face down in the desert sand, clutching his six-gun in his hand. Shot from behind, I thought he was dead, for under his heart was an ounce of lead. But a spark still burned, so I used my knife, and late that night I saved the life of Ringo. I nursed him till the danger passed. The days went by, he mended fast. And then from dawn till setting sun, he practiced with that deadly gun. And hour on hour I watched in awe. No human being could match the draw of Ringo.
Ringo, Ringo.
One day we rode the mountain crest, and I went east and he went west. I took to law and wore a star, while he spread terror near and far. With lead and blood he gained such fame all through the west. They feared the name of Ringo.
Ringo, Ringo.
I knew someday I'd face the test, which one of us would be the best. And sure enough, the word came down that he was holed up in the town. I left the posse out in the street, and I went in alone to meet Ringo.
Ringo, Ringo.
They said my speed was next to none, but my lightning draw had just begun when I heard a blast that stung my wrist. The gun went flying from my fist, and I was looking down the bore of the deadly 44 of Ringo.
Ringo, Ringo.
They say that was the only time that anyone had seen him smile. He slowly lowered his gun, and then he said to me, "We're even, friend." So at last I understood that there was still a spark of good in Ringo.
Ringo, Ringo.
blocked the path of his retreat. He turned and stepped into the street. A dozen guns spit fire and lead. A moment later, he lay dead. The town began to shout and cheer. Nowhere was there shed a tear for Ringo.
Ringo.
The story spread throughout the land that I had beaten Ringo's hand. And it was just the years, they say, that made me put my guns away. But on his grave, they can't explain the tarnished star above the name of Ringo.
Was the first to have it.
Don't worry about me. It's all over now. Though I may be blue, I'll manage somehow. Love can't be explained. Next day it's cool. Oops. Don't pity me, 'cause I'm feeling blue. Don't be ashamed. It might have been
get that thing fixed.
Sweet, sweet, sweet love, I want you to be as happy as I when you love me. I'll never forget you. You're a sweet memory. It's over now. Don't worry about me. When one heart has one heart goodbye. One heart is free. One heart will cry. Oh, sweet, sweet baby, sweet baby, sweet. It's all right. Don't worry about me.
He made the night a little brighter wherever he would go. The old lamp lighted of long, long ago. His snowy hair was so much whiter beneath the candle glow. the old lamplighter all long ago. You'd hear the patter of his feet as he came toddling down the street. His smile would hide a lonely heart, you see. If their calls when dreams were new, he loves someone who loves him too, who walks with him alone in memory. He made the night a little brighter wherever he would go. The old lamplighter of long ago. Now if you look up in the sky, you'll understand the reason why the little stars at night are all aglow. He turns them on when night is here, he turns them off when dawn is near. The little man we loved of long ago, he made the night a